Fellow traders, this is Gabriel here with one more video about this fascinating industry that we know as Forex. Again, if you find my contents, the videos that I am sharing with you in my channel as something useful, relevant for your education in this industry, please feel free to subscribe, like, and share. So today's video is about a very important candlestick pattern. It is known as a three black crows candlestick pattern. So let me explain a little bit what this pattern is about. Basically, the three black crows is a strong bearish reversal candlestick pattern that signals a shift from an uptrend to a potential downtrend. It consists basically, as you can see on the screen, of three consecutive bearish candles, each opening within the previous candle's body and closing lower. So basically, this pattern forms lower lows, and of course, lower highs in every consecutive bearish candle. This pattern indicates that the selling pressure is increasing and buyers are losing control. Okay, so basically, let's observe in this graph how the chart pattern is. So I can see here, for example, that this is a round, right? And suddenly I can see that the top candle, the first one of the black cross, is above, right? Opens and closes. Opens above the previous bullish candle. And the next one continues with lower lows, lower highs. So that is a good indication that we are in the presence of a three black crown. Let's see the pattern on our charts. I previously detected, in order to save time in the video, I detected these beautiful three black crowns. Okay, so as you can see here is basically a very nice formation. Look at this. First of all, we can see that this is a bullish rally, right? So I can clearly observe here this bull rally. Okay, here I start observing that in the very top, something starts to happen here, right? So starts to happen that there are red candles, there are bear candles. My first clue is, for example, this one here, all right? But then I observe that there are three consecutive bear candles, and they are strong candles, right? Because their bodies are big. So I can see candle number one, number two, and number three. And it's very interesting because somehow it starts declining, okay? It means that the bull construction, the bull trend is exhausting, okay? So here we have these three candles. In that order of ideas, it means that, of course, and I repeat, we have to take into account other indicators, okay? For example, this pattern here, the black crows, behave pretty well with, for example, Fibonacci's or with EMAs as well, okay? Also, we can work it with MACDs, okay? It's a very interesting aspect as well. But let's see how to trade it. It would be very responsible on my part to tell you that we trade only based on candlesticks. No way. We always need to rely on other indicators. For instance, I'm telling you that an interesting here would be MACD, right? So that's a point that we can analyze. So let's insert our MACD here in order to validate the potential of this of this pattern. All right, here we go. Let me trace this one here. Okay. Right. That's all right. So what happens here? When I spot my crows here, my three crows, is when I started seeing the close, right? So, okay, the first, and here definitely it's a matter of patience. Remember, trading is not about going with this impulsive trading pattern. No, I need to be patient. I need to be disciplined. And the patience and the discipline in this case is when I just observe, right? So I observe and I wait. For example, I am in the 15-minute time frame, right? Remember that each candle takes 15 minutes to close. In the process of opening and closing, 15 minutes. The second candle, other 15 minutes. The third candle, other 15 minutes. So it means what? That I need to be patient for about around 45 minutes. That's it. So when this one, the last candle closes, that is my trigger indication as well. Okay. So it means what? It means that, okay, I'm going to place my entry point below, right, the low of this third candle. So I set here my entry point. Okay, this is my entry point here. Now I can observe in this moment, for example, that MACD is showing me a kind of divergence, right? And that is good in this case. It's good. Why? Because this divergence is showing me that potentially in this very moment, the trend is starting to be strong in the bear direction, right? And here I can spot that the second line of the MACD, okay, this one is my bear line, is above the bull line. It means it's a nice indication to go short, okay? So somehow the MACD is confirming the trend. What happens? When I set here my entry point, now I need to what? I need to set my stop loss. Ideally, my stop loss should be above the second bear candle. Okay, so that is my stop loss. Okay, and my take profit should be around this term in here. What is the reason? Okay, again, I am here basically showing you this candle pattern, but it doesn't mean that we have to do exactly as it is in here. No way. This is just showing you that what I mentioned in every video, every time that I set my stop loss here, my stop loss, say for example, I am trading here looking for my maximum here is this 6 pips, right? This is the maximum. So means that my take profit has to be above 6 pips. So I'm leaving it here on 10 pips profit, right? Okay. So if my stop loss is minus 6 pips, means that definitively my take profit, right, from here, take profit has to be around 10 or above, but not that much. We need to be realistic when we trade, okay? But this is somehow the way we are going to place the trade. Don't worry, in the coaching course and future videos, I will be explaining in detail in conjunction with the different indicators, with the different patterns, how to place the trade in the proper way. In this moment, for me, it's very important only this, to identify candlestick patterns, no more, okay? What is the reliability of this pattern? Basically, the three black crowds are very reliable when it is found at a key resistance level, right? When it is confirmed by high trading volume, that is another important aspect. And also, as I showed in here, when it is supported by the MACD crossover, right? So in here, we saw the crossover a little bit before, but I cannot rely on a very single indicator of a cross. No. Okay, it crossed. It added up to my decision. And then I spotted the three crosses in here, okay? And in that moment, the cross was in force, right? Because the MACD is showing me that the bear line is above the bull line, right? So this is basically how we spot, how we identify this pattern, right? The three black crowns, okay? That's all for today. For this video, is a short, very short video informing and telling you how to spot these kind of patterns. Again, if you find the contents useful, reliable, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. See you in the next.